It's Angela Critters. Well, I've got everything assembled to make a really fun appetizer that I like to make. I like to take it to people's houses for parties. You've seen me make my little roll-ups before where I use tortilla wraps and I make a really good spread where I add spices and things to cream cheese and then I add olives and whatever else. Well, with this one, we're going to be adding red bell pepper and green bell pepper with some fresh garlic to make it look really Christmassy. And I think you're going to really have fun with this. Now, if you don't want to make your own cream cheese spread, you can buy the ready-made boursin that you see at all the grocery stores. It's a little bit expensive, but sometimes it's on sale. And then you don't have to add any herbs to your cream cheese. I've got my 2 blocks of cream cheese really soft, like at a really good room temperature. And I'm just going to quickly whip this up. And like I said, add whatever spices you like. I use some seasoning salt, onion powder, a little bit of chives, some parsley, a little garlic powder, a little smoky paprika, and let's see what else. Minced onion. I don't think I put that in. Hold on. I didn't. Now, of course, if you buy the ready-made boursin at the grocery store, you know, it's going to have all the flavors in it. Now, this is not homemade boursin. When I make that, I add cream cheese, cottage cheese, and lots of cracked black pepper. This is just a good spread. All right, so now I've got my spread. So I'm going to come in with my Christmas colors. Here we go. And I did use a paper towel, and I put my bell pepper on the paper towel. And I let all the water kind of get off the bell pepper. You know how wet bell pepper is. It is so wet, and it would have ruined my flavors. Oops. Olives are coming in. They're my favorite part. And I got the drip off of them too. You don't want a drippy spread. So while I was cutting the olives, I had them sitting on top of a paper towel, and the paper towel absorbed all of that olive juice. A little bit of the olive juice is okay because it's going to flavor this. Do give it a little taste test. See if you might need more garlic or onion or something else. I don't salt and pepper this. It just doesn't need it. Oop. Now, you spread all the way to the edges because when you roll, you don't want the edges to be empty because they're going to also be part of the rings, that you little pinwheels that you're making. And you can let this get more room temperature, but it's spreading fine for me. And I just use a spatula, but of course you can use a knife. We're going to roll. We're going to try to roll kind of tightly. And I like these to be nice and full since they are going to look kind of like a Christmas tree. They have to stick up a little bit higher. Now you see what I was talking about? See how the ends don't have anything in them? I'm going to stuff them. I use a serrated knife. It just seems to work better for me. And I make them about that thick. I have been making these my entire life. At Halloween, I'll do them with black olives and orange peppers, the orange bell peppers. And they look so cute. So you kind of try to do them for each holiday. And normally I don't make them this big, but for the Christmas tree, I do. See how I'm getting started? One good thing about making your own with the cream cheese is it's so much cheaper because the boursin is like $5.99 for a little container about that big. But it's easier to smooth because it's already kind of whipped. And I also make extra. So I make my Christmas tree form, and then I make about a dozen or so more. And then throughout the evening, I just kind of like keep filling in my Christmas tree form as people eat them. I'll add more little pieces of the tortilla wraps so that it'll look more like Christmas tree. Because if somebody's late, they won't get to see how pretty the Christmas tree looked. So when I'm cutting them, I'll get one I've already got cut. And then that way I try to kind of keep them all the same height. Because they look kind of silly if a couple of the parts of the Christmas tree are like lower or taller than the other. So you see how I just kind of use it as an eyeball? Since I'm just making these to show you and I'm not serving them for a party, I'm not going to decorate the tree. But you can decorate the tree with little teeny tiny tomatoes. You know how they've got those little tiny tomatoes? So you can tuck little cherry tomatoes around to make it look like little red ornaments. And then also you can use sprigs of thyme that are sticking out and makes it look like a tree. I did that one time. If I can find the picture, I'll put that up and let you see it so you'll see what they look like. And you can make the tree as big or as small as you want. You can make it on a great big cutting board, on a big platter, just however you want to do it. But I think they'll be a new family favorite. Have fun if you decide to make them. I think your friends will love them. And it really is fun. And like I said, you can actually decorate the tree and you can make it as big or as small as you want. Thanks so much for watching. Happy holidays. Bye-bye.